All right, so let's do a deep dive today into something really interesting. It's about Warren Buffett, and we're going to be looking at his investment activity, specifically some of his recent moves. And, well, he's been increasing his stake in SiriusXM, which on the surface, at least to me, seems a little strange.
Yeah, it is definitely something that makes you stop and think. Here we are. It's the age of Spotify, Apple Music, all this streaming. And then you have Buffett, a legend. This guy's a legend. And he's known for being cautious. But he's doubling down, like really doubling down on satellite radio.
Yeah, exactly. And our source for today is an excerpt from Warren Buffett Watch. And it really highlights that Berkshire Hathaway, which is Buffett's company, they just bought another 2.3 million shares of SiriusXM. And that's like on top of all the other shares they bought since October.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about a massive investment here. Like in the past few months alone, Berkshire Hathaway has spent, get this, $350.8 million for 14.6 million shares. And that brings their total stake in SiriusXM to, wait for it, 35.4%.
Whoa, that's a lot. That's a controlling interest for sure. I mean, to put that in perspective, John Malone, he's the chairman of Liberty Media. Now, this guy, he knows media investments, and even he only holds a 7% stake.
Yeah, it's a level of ownership that definitely gives Buffett some serious influence. But the question everyone's asking is why? Why is he so into SiriusXM? I mean, a lot of people think satellite radio is a dying technology.
And that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And, Buffett is generally known for being careful with tech, especially tech that's in markets that change a lot,
Yeah.
This just feels a little out there for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what makes this whole thing so fascinating. So one possible explanation, and it fits with how Buffett has always invested, is that it's all about SiriusXM's subscription model. I mean, think about it. They have something like 34 million subscribers, and all of these people are paying every month. It's like a guaranteed revenue stream. Super stable.
Oh, so it's not even really about the tech itself. It's about how they run their business.
Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail on the head. Buffett has always gone for companies with good cash flow and a clear path to making money. You look at a lot of these streaming companies, they rely so much on ads. And that's risky because you never know how the ad market's going to do. But SiriusXM, they've got this consistent income because of all their subscribers.
Okay, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. But how does SiriusXM compare to, like, other companies in Buffett's portfolio? Companies with similar values, I mean.
Yeah.
Is this a really big gamble for him?
Well, when you look at the market cap, SiriusXM is sitting at around $25 billion. And to be honest, that's on the smaller side compared to some of the other big players Buffett has invested in. Like, take Apple, for instance. It's one of the biggest investments for Berkshire Hathaway. And their market cap is over $2 trillion with a T.
Wow, yeah, that's a huge difference. So I guess even though it's a lot of money, it's not completely out of the ordinary for Buffett to, take a chance on a company like SiriusXM, especially if he thinks there's potential for steady returns. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like a reminder, even in the age of streaming and all that, these traditional business models, the ones that just generate reliable cash, they can still be attractive. Especially to someone like Buffett. He's all about stability and that long-term value.
Yeah, it really makes you think maybe Buffett sees something that we're all missing here. I mean, is he going against the whole streaming trend, or is there like something else going on? What do you think this all means about how he sees the entire media world? It's definitely food for thought, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So, I mean, satellite radio, it's a mature technology. And most of the cars on the road today, they're already equipped with it. So SiriusXM has got this built-in advantage. And they're in a great position to just, keep those subscribers coming.
Right. Because if you've already got the hardware, why switch?
Exactly. So you've got to consider that there are still plenty of people out there who, maybe they aren't so quick to jump onto the latest trends. They might not be so into streaming. They're happy with their satellite radio, And for them, SiriusXM is a known quantity. It works. It's reliable. It's familiar.
Well, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
And SiriusXM, they've got some pretty strong advantages. They have, like, exclusive content, right? I mean, stuff you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah. They've really doubled down on that. They've got Howard Stern. They've got all the major sports leagues. And they keep making deals for more and more exclusive content. It's a smart strategy, right? Because it gives people a reason to stick with SiriusXM even when they have all these other options out there.
So they're kind of like turning satellite radio into this premium thing.
In a way, yeah. And don't forget about the whole in-car entertainment system. Those big screens and all the new cars? SiriusXM is right there. They've got a great app. It's easy to use. You get in your car, it's all connected, and boom, you've got SiriusXM.
Right, it's like it's already part of the whole car experience.
Yeah.
And something else I was thinking about? Streaming, it needs data. So if you're driving around, especially in areas with spotty coverage, streaming music can be a pain, right?
Yeah.
You get all those interruptions, buffering, and it's just annoying.
And Sirius XM, it just works coast to coast.
Exactly. So maybe, just maybe, Buffett is on to something here. Maybe he's recognizing that satellite radio, it still has a place in this world.
It's a good reminder that sometimes what looks like old technology, it still has value, especially if it's reliable and it meets a need.
And, if there's anyone who knows a thing or two about spotting value, it's Warren Buffett. I mean, this is
Right.
the guy who made billions by investing in things that other people overlooked or just plain dismissed.
He's a master at finding those diamonds in the rough. So who knows? Maybe Sirius XM, it's not a relic after all. Maybe it's a hidden gem.
I think that's a great place to leave it for today. It's really interesting to think about how even in this fast-paced world, where everything is always changing and there's always something new, sometimes it's the things that have been around for a while that still have a lot to offer. And who knows, maybe Buffett's investment in SiriusXM is a sign of things to come. Maybe we're going to see a resurgence of interest in these older technologies as people start to appreciate their reliability and their simplicity. So I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think Buffett is right about SiriusXM? Is satellite radio here to stay? Let us know in the comments. And until next time, keep on digging.
Keep on digging.